Welcome to my 2021 Year in Review Top 10 Images. Starting the list at number 10 is an image from Magnolia Gardens just outside of Charleston, South Carolina. I visited Magnolia Gardens in April of this year, and it was my first ever trip to the gardens. Probably not going to be the last. Part of why I like this image is this is when I started to kind of figure out what I was really trying to do with this channel. I was developing my own sense of style and storytelling, and I really was able to just really dive into creative image making, video making, and just telling the story of this magical place. So that is why, for number 10, I select an image from Magnolia Gardens and Plantations. Number 9 on the list is from Driftwood Beach on the coast of Georgia. During a family trip, I managed to make myself wake up for sunrise 2 mornings in a row. The first morning was mostly thwarted by a couple of drunk homeless people making camp on the beach, making it not the most enjoyable morning. But the second morning I had a really good sunrise, mostly to myself, photographing these skeleton oak trees as the sun rose. So, for number 9, an image from Driftwood Beach. Coming in at number 8 is an image from Land's End Park on the north end of San Francisco. I had the opportunity to spend an evening chasing sunset and big waves with friends on the coast. It was my very first time ever photographing large waves like this. It was also one of the better sunsets I've seen when shooting in San Francisco. The Marin headlands as they recede in the background, the big waves, the nice golden light. What's not to like about it? So, at number 8, from Land's End Park. Number 7 comes from Sparks Lane, and one of the 2 most epic sunsets I've ever seen in Cades Cove. This was the second night that I went out into the cove for sunset. I was not disappointed, and I was rewarded with just epic light. So, for number 7, Sparks Lane. For number 6, we head to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Spruce Flats Falls was another one of the hikes I did this year, where I got to experience a waterfall all by myself. I set out to make an image on this trip, one that recreated the look of a spring image, but this time in the fall. I think I was pretty successful in my mission. So, that's why this image from Spruce Flats Falls makes it in at number 6. For number 5, we stay right in the Smokies, and in my favorite place in the country. We all know it as Tremont. It should be no surprise that an image from Tremont makes it into the top 10 for this year. I spent time during 2 different trips exploring Tremont. I can never get enough, and I always come away with new images. Like this one that comes in at number 5 on my top 10 countdown for 2021. Number 4 on the list will come as a surprise to anyone who doesn't follow me on any of my other social media accounts. It's one of my favorite images from Petit Le Mans 2021. What else can I say? A big, wide, slow pan, and one of my favorite cars on the planet, a Porsche 911. That's why it gets number 4 on my top 10 from 2021. We've reached the top 3 images from 2021. This one is another one that will come as a surprise. Most people don't know I also shoot architectural photography. This one is coming to us from a project I shot for a landscape architect in California. Finally putting all of my video and motion control into use on one project for a fantastic garden and modern pool house. That's why it gets number 3. Number 2 takes us to the mountains of North Georgia in the fall on my trip to Minnehaha Falls. On this trip, I was really working on my storytelling, my videography, and my compositions, all the while creating images of a wonderful waterfall in full fall color. So this image from Minnehaha Falls comes in at number 2. That brings us to the end of this journey and the number 1 image. If you've been following along, do you know which image it's going to be? Number 1 for 2021 comes from my trip to the hills north of San Francisco, chasing old oak trees on abandoned hillsides. It should be no surprise that a single solitary tree in black and white took top spot this year. And now, my number 1 image from 2021. "2021 has been a pretty good year. Thanks to all those that have been along for the journey, for all the support, the kind comments, and the support you have given me. It means a lot more than you know. I'm looking forward to 2022, working on making better videos, developing more of a sense of style, and just being outside more. Here's to another great year coming up. Until next time, may the good light find you."